Well, hello to today's Facebook Live, where we're going to go through the question I received of what are the quickest and easiest ways to successfully generate leads. Well, there's several things going on here because, of course, generating leads versus successfully generating leads are different things, as is cheapest and quickest. So let's look at each of these components. See, the cheapest way to generate leads is to spend absolutely no money at all, point blank. This is what I refer to as manual lead generation. Now, it's not what I endorse. You know me, I'm called the Publishing and Marketing Queen, but I'm all about automation. It's not what I endorse, because I endorse automated lead generation, as why would you want to waste your time doing something that can be fully automated? But if you do want to spend your time, there is simple techniques, which I'll share with you in a moment, that can be done in like 10 to 15 minutes a day. They take up none of your time, and that is, they take up a small amount of your time, but they take up none of your money, and that is point blank the cheapest way to do it. Spending none of your money is always the cheapest way to do it. But on the flip side of that equation, what is the quickest or easiest way? Well, cheapest isn't always the quickest or the easiest. The flip side of that is, in my opinion, the quickest and the easiest is fully automated lead generation. Now, this is fantastic stuff because you literally do nothing. I work with people to help them fully automate all of their marketing, their sales and fulfillment. They come to my live retreats, they do my online courses, they read my book. But at the end of the day, if they send no traffic in, they get no sales out. So lead gen is actually the most important step. These guys love automated lead gen because they've just automated everything else. Why would they then want to manually do a step? Downside to automated lead generation, there's cost involved. But once again, I can show you techniques and how to do this in, let's say, $5 to $20 a day. So you're looking for your manual techniques, 10 to 15 minutes, and for your automated techniques, $5 to $20. So that's pretty cool stuff. But let's look at both of these now, because how do we use these in the quickest, easiest ways to successfully generate leads? Well, that's the secret, isn't it? Anyone can generate a lead, but a successful lead is one that goes into your database, moves through your funnel, and checks out the other side. So here's my secrets behind this. When it comes to the manual, what I want to share with you is a couple of techniques. The first is social media posting. It doesn't matter what the post is. And hi people, I can see you jumping online. What I can't see is your faces. I mustn't have the best internet connection here today. Oh, fantastic, I'm seeing faces now. Hi Nick, good to have you on here. So as I was saying, as you jump on, if you've got any questions, let me know. As I said, I can see numbers, I can't always see faces, but as I said, hi Nick, because your face came up, so that's fantastic, I can see who you are. So as I was saying, the first lead generation manual technique I want to share with you is similar to what I'm doing now, and that is social media. Now, I'm on Facebook Live, we'll come to that in a moment, but social media is a very powerful lead generation technique if used correctly. And what I mean by correctly is syndicated. In other words, I want you to post on social media wherever you post. You might be a Facebook person, you might be a Twitter person, you might be a LinkedIn person, you might be a Google+. Wherever it is you post, you might be an image-based person, you might like Pinterest or Instagram, it doesn't matter, wherever you're comfortable posting. But when you post, syndicate that post. So don't just post it in one place, post it in multiple places. But not just that, make sure that post stands out from the others. Make sure every post has both an image to capture attention, video wherever possible, but also a question. Because when you ask a question, people feel compelled to answer. That gets a conversation going, and that's when more people see your post because it's putting it back to the top of the feed. Second thing I want to talk to you about in manual lead generation is kind of like what I'm doing now, video, though more specifically YouTube. In other words, if all that other social media I just spoke about, whether it was text or image based, because I told you to use an image for all of them, well, video is a bit different. For example, some of those outlets don't accept video. Here's where video is powerful. Do exactly the same thing. Anytime you make any kind of video for whatever reason, as I said, I'm on Facebook Live now, but this still counts as a video. When you finish that video, upload it to YouTube, and then the exact same thing. Syndicate it. Put it everywhere, because the more people that see it, the more people that can respond to what you're saying, the question you've asked, the link you've given to enter your funnel if you're using it for lead generation like we're talking about now, etc, etc. Now there's plenty more I could talk about there, but I don't want this video to go for too long because I don't want you guys to lose interest. I want to make sure I'm giving you the best content as quickly as possible. So let's jump to the flip side. What about automated lead generation? Well, what are my top tips there? Well, the first one would be, when it comes to automated lead generation, you want to automate as much as possible. So when I say automated lead generation, what does that mean to you? If it means literally generating leads, that would be my first tip. There is software out there you can use for free or purchase that will automatically generate leads for you. Step 1 done, check. But what does that actually do? Does it generate a whole lot of leads for you? And even if they're your ideal target market, you've then got to manually go through this massive list and contact these people and start a conversation and build a relationship and get those leads through a funnel in order to come out the other side customers. While that might technically be fully automated lead generation, to me that only solves half the problem, because yes, you didn't have to go out and find the leads. Fantastic. Step 1 done. But step 2, you've still got to do the work, so it's not really a passive income. So if you've automated everything, including your lead generation, you have a true passive income. If what you're selling, for example, is a book or a course like I help people do, to not only allow you to basically get paid to market your business and build your profile, that's not only a passive income, but it's a passive income to do those two things. You've just changed marketing from a traditional business expense to a profit-generating exercise. That's pretty cool stuff. But then if you have to spend the time and money you saved doing your lead generation, you've kind of missed the point. So here's the second thing I want to tell you in automated lead generation. Automate both steps. So don't just automate, as I said, there's many different softwares that allow you to automate step 1. Don't just automate the lead generation, then you have to do the work. Automate the fulfillment on that as well. In other words, when a lead is generated for you, which is your ideal customer, because you will have put in all the right keywords and everything beforehand, that lead is automatically contacted, and when I say contacted, I mean automatically send a pre-written autoresponder that has their name at the top, make it personalized, and throughout that has carefully copywritten copy that leads them through to a link at the bottom where they automatically enter your sales funnel. You can see what I'm saying here. And that automatically happens for you on a daily basis. Leads are generated, leads are automatically contacted when they qualify themselves, people are automatically clicking that link, going through your otherwise automated system, and sales are coming out the other end. That is the only way to truly fully automate your lead gen, and that's the only way I 100% endorse. Of course, I recommend the first step I mentioned as a stepping stone, and of course I do recommend manual lead generation, or I wouldn't have been talking about it, as an early start. You want to test the waters before you start. You don't want to put money into something you're not used to doing. But when you're ready to automate, when you want to get your time back, spend that small amount of money, because let's face it, what's $5 to $20 a day to get in a lot more coming out the other side of the funnel? And when I say get in a lot more out the other side, and when I say a day, don't think it's the same day. If you spend $5 and you don't make $5 that day, don't panic. Lead generation gets them in. That's what you should be spending per day. They will take time to go through your funnel. So give yourself a month or so to get used to your testing and measuring, to get a lot larger amount than that out the other side. That's what I call successful. So if you'd like more tips on how to do this, of course you could come along to one of my live retreats or join me at my online course. But the quickest and easiest way is probably, I'll put a link below this video when I finish. Click that link and you can download a complimentary copy of my brand new book, Leverage Your Book into an Online Course and Automate the Marketing of Both. Absolutely free, I should add, and that'll talk through this in a whole lot more detail than I've had time to go through now. Thanks for joining me on Facebook Live today, and I wish every single one of you every publishing and marketing success.